Sports tip number 3. It's what's buzzing today around the NBA, and our game of the night is the Wolves in Oracle to take on the Golden State Warriors, and still lots of respect being paid from around the league to D. Rose for his 50 spot.
I was so happy for him. I think like the rest of the league, after what Derrick has been through, and to see the emotion at the end of the game, it's fantastic.
We obviously knew what he was capable of and the level that he was at before the injuries. And I know people that have been around him from then that have talked about how hard he works, and obviously you don't become an MVP by not working hard, but that has carried him through the roller coaster ride he's been on.
Okay, so let's talk about Derrick Rose, who is expected to start again tonight. There's no decision to make here because Jeff Teague will be out for a second straight game. And oh, by the way, Jimmy Butler has decided that he'll play on national TV against the team that everybody's going to watch. Yeah. So is D. Rose back?
Well, I mean, listen, I don't want people to get ahead of themselves. This was one unbelievable night that Derrick Rose had, a career night that he had long after the point where we thought he was capable of this sort of performance. Right. But the real interesting part about it to me, Jared, is the fact that Steph Curry's rise doesn't come unless Derrick Rose falls. I mean, think about it. When Steph hit the scene, Derrick Rose was the young, up-and-coming guy, the MVP, the player that people were predicting it might be his decade. Right. And instead, he gets hurt, struggles to come back to that form, and Steph and the Warriors take off. So that dynamic, to me, is much more interesting than the fact that if we're trying to predict another 50-point game for Derrick Rose, we know Steph has plenty of firepower in him. He's going to have unbelievable nights. But to me, Derrick Rose's game is that one singular moment, that one shining moment, and I don't want to push him or anybody else into something he might not be capable of doing again.
What's Steph going to do tonight?
He's going to shoot quite a few threes. If he does nothing, he's going to get up 3.
All right, 10 before tip. Number 4 is a status update. Now, Cavaliers forward Kevin Love underwent surgery today to address the issues with his foot symptoms. Now, it had been rumored he'd be out for about a month, but he's going to undergo rehab and will return to basketball activities in 6 weeks. So the Cavs without Love for a while. Larry Drew still the voice of the team for tonight. Here's a status update for tonight. James Harden is out once again for the Houston Rockets dealing with the hamstring injury. James Ennis will be back and will start. Means Carmelo Anthony back to the bench tonight for the Houston Rockets against the Nets. Devin Booker is a question mark. Season debut tonight for Dwight Howard, and no minutes restriction according to Scott Brooks for Dwight against the Oklahoma City Thunder, a game we'll talk extensively about in a couple of moments. Donovan Mitchell, you saw him go down the other night in the loss to Minnesota. He is out tonight with a hamstring soreness, as we mentioned. Jeff Teague out as well for the Minnesota Timberwolves. James Harden in the building, but the beard is a no-go for the Houston Rockets, who will try and right the ship. Just 1-5 tonight. Meanwhile, Dwight Howard and company are making their. He's not wearing a Hornets jersey. He's wearing a Wizards jersey. But you know what? We don't have any film of him in a Wizards jersey yet. So we'll talk to Antonio Daniels live next about the Wizards and Thunder.
There he is, your new brother.